Good morning, friends. Today it is Friday, July 1st. So that means that it is time for a July garden tour. And I really wanted to do it today because today it is also going to be a major harvesting day. We have so much to harvest. And I just wanted to show you how things are looking before we start with the harvest. So let's get right into it. Okay, so starting off with our patio garden, nothing much has changed. We are harvesting strawberries basically every day and they are so good. We love them so much. Our flowers are like growing, but they haven't bloomed yet. So that's going on. But these lavender, they are doing so well. It looks like they're getting ready to give us some pretty blooms. And then our these two tomato plants, which we still haven't found room for. And yeah, things are still pretty much the same in the patio area. Okay, now moving on, we have the main garden. Now, we finally harvested the garlic. If you had seen the last video, you know that these two beds were garlic and we harvested them, and I recorded a whole harvesting video, which you're going to see either before this video or after this. But it is like we harvested, and I'm really excited about that. This bed I have already planted something else. In this bed I have cilantro, lettuce, and peas. I actually just planted yesterday, so that's why nothing has sprouted yet. This bed has nothing in it yet, but I'm thinking of planting some more potatoes to harvest in the fall. Over here, our carrots are doing great. I actually harvested one yesterday to see where they're at. They are like small, but they're actually really quite tasty. So we're kind of at that place where I can be harvesting from the garden, but still allowing them to grow bigger and bigger. So that's what's going on with the carrots. And of course, we've got our potatoes over here, which are also doing really well. Look at those pretty blossoms. I just love the blossoms from those potatoes. Okay, now let's talk about these tomatoes. Now, we have not been taking as good care of these tomatoes as we could have, especially with this last heat wave that we had. This last weekend, we had temperatures in the 90s for like 3 or 4 days. So we didn't really water as well as we could have. So that's why you're seeing a few dry leaves in there. But this week we've made a commitment to be watering twice a day, and early in the morning and in the evening, just to kind of help them get back up. But even so, we're still getting like lots of little tomato babies. Like you can see that guy right there. This one has so many tomatoes. Look at that big one. So we are getting tomatoes, but they're just not fattening up yet and turning red. But it's still early in the season, so we're being patient. Okay, so coming on the other side of the fence, we hung these laundry lines now that the weather is warmer. Sorry, my baby really thinks she can reach them. You can't reach them, sweetheart. You're too short.
Yeah.
She wants to reach them. Anyway, so coming over this side, you can see this squash has just grown. Look at that. They're massive, and there are so much squash in there. Like there are so many per plant, as you can see, and I'm really excited about that. So looks like this year we're gonna have like a really nice squash harvest, hopefully, God willing. And then over here we have our peppers, which are doing really well. Our zucchini plant right there, which is also doing really well. It looks like we have some blossoms in there. There's our little zucchini blossom. And then coming over here is our chard, which got attacked by something, but it's healing now. I actually need to take away all of these sick leaves and let the new leaves come through and be healthy. But they were really bad. But as you can see, like even this plant, like lots of sick leaves, but also lots of healthy new leaves. Over here we've got our cabbages, which are still doing well. They're growing. And look at this random carrot plant. I think this is a carrot. I don't know how it ended up here. And then over here, we've got our beans, which are starting to have little blossoms on them. Now these blossoms will turn into pods, and those pods will produce beans. So that's really exciting. Over here, more chard and our flowers, which are growing but not yet blossoming. Over there, we've got a couple of kale plants, which are doing really well now. And over here, we've got massive cabbages, which are really doing well. Look how pretty they are. I think this guy is ready to be harvested. I might harvest this one today. But there was something attacking on that side. As you can see, some of the cabbages over there are really attacked, but the ones over here are not that bad. Now, this is what I'm excited for today, because we are gonna harvest some broccoli. Oh my goodness, look how pretty these heads of broccoli are. Like, they're really ready for harvest. You can tell because they're starting to separate. So these need to go immediately. And we've got so much to harvest. I am so excited. So that's gonna be my project for today. It looks like some of these cauliflower are also ready for harvest. Like this guy right here. Or I might leave them in and just see how big they could possibly become. Oh my goodness, look how pretty. Baby girl, you okay? Yeah. And our corn is doing really well. Okay, you want to come with mommy? Come. So as I was saying, our corn is doing really well. Baby girl, can mommy talk?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about the corn? So our corn is doing really well. It's about 3 feet tall. The tallest ones are about 3.5 feet tall, and the little ones are about like 2 feet tall. And then there's like that little one right there. That's barely a foot tall. I don't think we'll be getting anything out of that one. And oh my goodness, look at our peas. They have grown so tall. And look at all these little pods. How exciting is that? So it looks like I'm gonna be harvesting some peas here really soon. Okay, so now we are in the front yard garden. As you can see, the potatoes, hello! My neighbor's mowing her lawn. Our potatoes have really grown. Oh my goodness, look at that. From no potatoes to potatoes. Our cucumbers are doing really well. More potatoes. More potatoes. We have 3 beds of potatoes, and they're finally coming up. Our peppers are thriving. So I've got 2 hot peppers here. I don't remember what kind this one is, but I know that this guy right here is a cayenne pepper. And I bought some flowers, which need to be watered. I bought some flowers because this front area was just looking so like brown and green, and I just thought we needed some pop of color, so I bought these dahlias. And looks like we're gonna be harvesting some blueberries soon. Look at those. They haven't ripened up yet. They're just big, but they're not yet like soft and sweet and juicy. And right over here, I've got this little pot of cilantro that needs to be harvested. So let's go up to the onions. Our onions are doing really, really well. We've got to be at least 2.5 feet tall. Look at those. They're doing really well. And yeah, that's just kind of what's going on. Hi friends. So now I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this broccoli. When I planted this, I obviously did not calculate the space for actually harvesting, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Look how pretty! Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. I'm gonna bring my basket in here. But I don't even think I have any space to put it. Okay, so I just want to explain myself what I mean when I say that they're getting ready to blossom. So all of these little things, I don't know what they're called, in the broccoli are actually flowers. And even right now, it's a bit late. You want to harvest your your broccoli when it's a lot more tighter. But you see how this is kind of loose. It's still perfectly edible, still perfectly delicious. But if I leave this for another day or two, or maybe even by the end of today, because it's going to be really sunny, these little guys can open up and they'll produce these yellow flowers. And the flowers are edible and everything. Like you can put them in salads and everything. But obviously, like, it's not gonna be broccoli, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not gonna store as well. So this is what I mean when I say that these guys are really ready to be harvested. Okay, so forgive me, the camera is a little bit crooked, but we're kind of on uneven ground. But I just want to show you guys our first basket of broccoli. Look at that! These guys are falling everywhere, but I'm gonna put this basket to the side and get started on my second basket. At this point, I don't know if I have enough baskets for all of this, but I'm so blessed and I'm so happy. Look at all this beautiful, like, my muscles are working so hard for this. I mean, just look how pretty these guys are. They're just gorgeous. This is our second basket so far. Look how pretty those beautiful broccoli are. Hi guys, I had to take a break because my baby needed to be put to sleep. She was tired, but now she's down for her nap. So let's get back into harvesting the rest of this broccoli. Okay, so I just finished with all that broccoli, and I'm really thinking about this cauliflower because some of this looks ready to go. Like that one looks ready to go. That one looks probably ready to go. I don't know, like this is my first time successfully growing cauliflower, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe I should just harvest one and see what happens. Maybe I should just go for it, you know, because it's quite big. I mean, it's as big as my hand. Yeah, we should take it out. Let's just take it out. Trust our gut, you know what I mean? Our first cauliflower. Our first cauliflower head. Look how pretty. It's a little dirty, but that's nothing a little water can't fix. So yeah, so today we thought we were gonna harvest broccoli, but looks like we got some cauliflower as well. I'm really happy about that. Go our third basket, our third full basket of broccoli and cauliflower, and I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna see if there's any more cauliflower in there to be harvested, and then I'm gonna have to go inside and start preserving all of this, because yeah, I don't want to wait too long to do that. I just got 2 more broccoli heads. So let's go ahead and take these out. But look how pretty. There we go. That's our first guy. I got the root off. Oh my goodness, these leaves will make such great compost. So our third cauliflower harvest for the day. Okay, so I just recorded something, but I guess my camera didn't pick it up. But basically, I was just covering some of those other heads with some leaves so that they can try to get bigger, and I did harvest 1 more head. So in total, we harvested 4 heads of cauliflower. Those are actually really nice. They're not as bitter as the broccoli ones. I think the next ones that I harvest, I'm definitely gonna keep the leaves to eat. Today, I'm just letting them go because I've got so much work to do today. I really don't have the energy to like wash and chop all of these up. So I'm gonna use them as compost. Those are actually really, really good. They're not like the broccoli leaves are a lot more bitter. Those ones are more mild and flavorful. I like them. So just to show you guys the incredible bounty of today, these 3 baskets are full to the brim. They're overflowing with such like beautiful harvest, and I'm so grateful. And yeah, like this is why I do it. People always ask me, Maggie, why do you put so much time? This is why. It's starting to get really warm right now. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm gonna go ahead and head inside with my massive harvest and start preserving. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to just watch a girl be in her garden. I really love making these videos because I like the discussions that I have. I love sharing one of my hobbies, and I really enjoy myself. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I really do appreciate it. Now, for more context, I had bought those broccoli starts as starts. I had tried to start my own broccoli starts, and it just didn't work out. So I bought the starts, and I believe I bought 2 packs of starts for about $6 each. I believe 2 to 3 packs, I want to say, and they're about $6 each. So that's $12 to $18 in starts, and that's more than $18 in broccoli, just the broccoli alone. I believe I also bought a couple packs of the cauliflower starts. Now, the packet of starts had a lot of starts in them, so it was actually a pretty good deal. But, you know, like I probably got about 30 cauliflower heads because I think I planted about 30 plants. So, I'm not sure how much that is in how much it would cost me at the grocery store. Actually, one of the projects that I want to do for this year is I want to weigh everything that I get out of the garden and put that in dollar terms. So go to the grocery store, see how much are they selling per pound of cauliflower, and just kind of seeing my return on investment because I feel like even though I love to garden because it keeps me outside, it gives me exercise, it's quiet time, it's time in nature, and allows me to work with the seasons and all of these other benefits, there is this monetary benefit as well, which is growing food that you don't have to buy and just saving as much as you can on groceries. So, and me, I love speaking in dollars. Like, I love business. I just love investing, and I love seeing my dollar go as far as it can. So I'm really excited to see how far those $12 to $18 went. And I'm probably gonna go to the grocery store sometime this afternoon because I need to pick up a few things for dinner. We're actually gonna be eating some roasted cauliflower for dinner, and I'm really excited. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a chance to film me making the recipe and everything, but yeah, I'm so excited. That's what we're gonna have for dinner because I love cauliflower, not cauliflower, broccoli. We're gonna be having some roasted broccoli. I love broccoli. I also do love cauliflower. But yeah, so I'm gonna go, and I'm also gonna note how much the broccoli is costing so that I can just see how much I got back. Yeah. Before we go inside, I did want to check on my onions. I want to pull one up to see how big the bulbs are so that I know how big they are, so I can know like when it's time to harvest them. Okay, so the bulbs are still quite small, so they can be in there for a little bit, but this is still perfectly edible. We're gonna use up all these greens for dinner tonight. So yeah, very exciting. Oh, and look at that. My baby's breath is finally blossoming. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I am so excited about that. I started these seeds, these flowers from seed, and they're finally blossoming, and they're looking so pretty. This is random, but I just saw the prettiest yellow butterfly, and it allowed me to get so close to him or her, I don't know, and I took a video. And I'm gonna insert that clip because oh my goodness, that was like the highlight of my day. That was such a pretty butterfly.